Hello and welcome back everybody to Sunsaw Gaming. Okay, so we're back. Fated Masteries. This series is actually very good. So thank you in advance for sending me in these replays Fated. They are making a very nice series on my channel. Hope you guys out there all enjoyed the Fated Masteries series that I've been putting out. Do leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Hit that like button for me, it helps out, and if you haven't subscribed yet, please go hit that subscribe button. Now today, FatedReversal will be driving the T57 Heavy for us. Now, since the yohs production and entrance into the world of tanks, blitz meta basically, this tank has been seen a lot less on the battlefield. However, Fated is going to show us today that this tank is still one of the top contending auto loaders of the game, and he's just going to do an absolutely fantastic job. Now you can see he is here with his platoon mate, Mr. Micarelio, and they're going to play this so well. Now you can see Fated is coming in here, getting ready to go up towards this A-cap section here. Micarelio is with him. And he's going to get aggressive, he's going to pull to the outside. Now you don't see a lot of tanks do this because it can be a very risky sort of maneuver. However, Fated pulls this off very nicely. Unfortunately, does get the bounce off the E100 there, gets the bounce off the IS-4 there. Not a great start to the use of this clip. Now, instead of pulling out in front of two tanks and trying to fire off that last shell, Fated has gone and done the correct thing here and gone for a full reload. I mean, after you've fired two shells out of this clip and you've got nothing, you don't want to risk losing hit points for one single shell. So getting that reload in is a great idea. Now, it doesn't quite have the gun depression there to hit the IS-4. Does take a nasty shot for poking out a little too early there. Could have shown a little bit more patience and that would have gone a whole lot different. Anyway, Fated manages to put 3 shells out into that IS-4. Unfortunately, 2 of them do bounce. But you know what? That's okay. He's got his ally here who is absolutely pushing in. And if you pay attention to the minimap, the enemy team are pushing through their TDs. So Fated does now need to start working quickly. There is pressure coming in from behind. His team's probably not going to hold them off for too long. As you can see, there goes the first of the 3 tank destroyers sitting behind Fated here. Micarelio, Fated, and this other tanker are just going to pull forward. They're going to work on this E100. So in this situation, you need to clear out at least one half of the battlefield. Turning around and trying to engage the guys behind you while you still got people here is just a bad idea. You're going to get crossfired all day long. Fated there does the right thing by turning around after that E100 is cleared though, and gets the bounce. I mean, if Fated didn't turn around to get that to engage these guys and he tried to run away, he would have taken a shell up the arse. He would have gotten shot right up the booty hole by the enemy team. Anyway, pulls up here to where base cap A would be on Supremacy, gets a very nice shot there into the waffle, and just going to get a reload. Going to look where his teammate is, make sure that you know, he's got support. He does realise his teammate on the outside is a one-shot, which, as you can see, these enemy tanks are YOLOing for. And right move here. Now, if he'd stayed up high, this K91 would have been able to put shots into him, but he rolls down here, starts using the armour of this dead IS-4, and it's just going to get those lucky bounces. Puts his 3 clips into the K91, and that brings all 3 enemy tanks down to a one-shot. Now Micarelio there just finishes off K91, puts a nice shell into the medium, clears him out, and now there's just the TD and, well, the 2 TDs left. The waffle up here that you saw Fated shooting at earlier, who is like 2 shots away from death, and then Savage Girl from the Purple Clan over there. Now, Savage Girl is a very good player and very dangerous, but as you can see, Fated pulls up here, and Fate smiles upon him once again. He is left with a nice juicy waffle out in the open that he just clips out of existence. Goodbye waffle, back to the garage. You made a bad move somewhere there. Anyway, Faded is going to pull up here looking for Savage Girl. Takes a very nasty shot, but because he's taken that shot, he knows he can roll over here. He can get these 3 shots here out into Savage Girl. Unfortunately, he does bounce that last one, which means that Savage Girl is now a 2-shot for him. However, Micarilio puts a nice shell into Savage Girl there, and Savage Girl is on a reload here at this point, and Faded is just going to rush in. Now, with roughly about a second left on that reload, FatedReversal makes it past that very dangerous gun, gets the clearance shot, gets the kill on Savage Girl, and helps his team get the victory. And by helps his team get the victory, I mean he damn near carried the entire team. 6,153 damage right there with 4 kills, gets the ace mastery. Micarilio there also putting out a stellar effort with 2,867 and 1 kill. So these guys have pumped out the damage this match. And we're going to go right into the next one here. So FatedReversal, again, showcasing this T57 Heavy. And this time he's platooning with Irrelevant from the Primetime clan as well. This map, it's one of those really difficult maps to play if your team do not heavily push into this section over here where FatedReversal are going to go. So normally you need your mediums to go right out to the very edges of the map on this C base, where base C would be for supremacy. You need your mediums to push out harder out to that corner. And if they do that and your heavies push up hard past this road, this road right here in front of Faded, you've got to push past it. If you don't push past this road, you lose all map control on this side, and if you're engaging the heavy from further, heavies and light tanks from further back, you will lose. So you do need to push down here where Irrelevant and Faded are both going. Now the T57, not the greatest of hull down tanks, but even getting it into this hull down position here is going to work a beautifully charmed. Like, it's just going to be magnificent. As you can see, he does again start off the match with a few good bounces. You've definitely got that in the works for you there, Faded, I'll give you that. But Irrelevant there, popping forward, putting some shells into the E100s. Now these E100s, yeah, they've got a lot of armor, but I mean, they do not have the gun depression that the T57 Heavy has, so they're not able to work this ridgeline quite as nicely as Irrelevant and Faded here. Now again, dumps his clip, gets one good shell off. Unfortunately, he was firing a little too close to the E100's gun mantlet there, but you're going to see Fated do that a lot this match. He is going to snap shots all game. Relentlessly snapshots. Every time he's got a reload on, he's just going to blast those rounds out. Now you can see this Jagdpanzer E100 getting real aggressive up here. He's got the entire focus of the enemy team over in this corner, which is great. I mean, it means they're not shooting at Irrelevant and Fated when they were on their reloads. A nice bounce there by Faded, and he does this amazing little move here. Pulls forward, he's still held down, gets the nice shots into the bottom of the Serpent, goes for the hatch shot, unfortunately does not get that one, but then he pulls up into this spot. Now on this map, this spot can be great, both for the Reds and the side they started on, and also for the Greens. So by Faded getting up in here and taking the spot, he has just taken a very strategic point in being able to pump out the damage into the enemy team. And it's a very dangerous spot to be left in, especially when you've got a big damage autoloader like the T57 Heavy. I mean, it's just all downhill for the enemy team here. Now, not to say they don't put up a fight, they are going to put up one hell of a fight. They're not going to give up too easily. Now he gets clearance shot there on the Serpent and manages to pump his last couple of shells there into the side of the E100. Now there is a second E100 who is down the bottom there. Irrelevant is unfortunately a one-shot, and he does have an AMX coming in behind him, which is very unfortunate. Now you see Faded, he really wants to get in there, he really wants to fire these shots off, but he's still on a reload. But here comes the revenge. He picks up that kill on the AMX 50 there, absolutely just clearing him out of the game, and getting revenge for his teammate. Doing a good job. He's still keeping himself safe. He's looking for his options. He's reloading when he needs to. And he's just putting pressure on the enemy where he can. Now he sees the TDs looking at his light tank over in the corner, whose assistance he still needs at this point. So he did pull forward. He did give that TD a little bit of a scare. Nice snap into the E100's turret there. And again, he's just going to start pressuring these guys, making them have to look where they shouldn't need to. Nice little drop shot there into the top of the OBJ-268. And these guys are hurting. Now, it is 2 versus 3 at this point. Now, Fated can clear all of these guys with 1 clip, except for maybe the E100 if he doesn't get good high rolls on. So, we're going to see here, nice max roll into the E100 there. Unfortunately, he follows that with a bounce, fires his last shell in, and that one also bounces. So, very, very lucky E100 there. Like, oh, that could have been the end of your game. But Fated, snapping those shots out, does get the bounces under pressure, but that's okay. Now, he's got a reload on. He's got 1 shell for this guy, and he'll be cleared out. Unfortunately, again, just getting those bounces, not quite hitting the sweet spots of these E100s. Now, while he doesn't have a shot there, he is looking for the other E100, just making sure he is not going to get stung by a crossfire shot that he's not aware of. Anyway, does take a shot from that E100, but manages to clear him out. Goes for the full reload, as he damn well should, because when the second E100 comes after him, he's going to need those 3 rounds, especially if his RNG and luck does not hold out and he manages to bounce a couple of them. He needs those 3 shells just to make sure that he is going to kill this guy. He's got his reload on, he's going to charge down the hill, he can take that 1 hit from the E100, as he well knows. Bounces off the lower plate there, but that's because he's on the move trying to fire. Gets a nice one into him. Hopefully the second one pins here and takes his time with it. Aims up the shot, gets the kill, does the job, wins the game for the team. And that's just how important it can be on this map to push forward. Take control of that map and you will have good games on there. It doesn't matter which side you play on Port Bay, it's how you play it. So, nice ace mastery, 7,392 damage with 4 kills there for FatedReversal. And in second place, Irrelevant, coming through with 2,823 damage. So, a great carry there from you two for this game. Thanks for the replays as well, Fated. Until next time, guys, stay safe, use cover, cheers.